All right, folks, you are in the house with the HMW Creeps. That's hashtag Creep Radio. You might want to check that out. Coming up real soon for you folks in early December. Uh, we're going to jump back into the talk about Richie Incognito. It is the fourth segment of the cut. I'm Craig Shelton. That's Richard Walker. And it's time to get our Case Keenum on. Yes, Case Keenum has become a metaphor for clutch late. We need you to get late and get clutch late, Case. That's what we need you to do. And I need to chase these damn cameras. They're moving all over the place. All right, here we go, Richard. I'm going to read another passage to you from Angelo Lawford's article on HoustonMediaWatch.com. Go check it out, folks. In knowing what we currently know to be facts regarding this story, we're talking about Richie Incognito and Jonathan Martin. To have a thought other than sympathy for Martin and what he had to endure and outrage for the behavior of Incognito defies logic. Angelo clearly thinks that everyone should be appalled at Richie Incognito's behavior. If you have an opinion other than that, I pray that you are not some poor child's parents or some unfortunate student's teacher. I think Angelo's not feeling it. No, he's not feeling it. Now, Richard, go ahead.
I just hope.
Because I can't. I don't know if I feel that strongly about it.
I hope you don't kick me in the damn shin, first of all. But
well, he's not from West Africa, but he still may kick you in the shin.
He's a soccer player, man. It's the same thing.
If I had to fight you, I'd kick you in the shin, dog.
Well, I mean, that's
I'm just telling you.
Reach.
Yeah, you know, ain't that some? That wasn't right. Really?
Hey,
move on.
But anyway, yeah, I totally feel you, Angelo. I get where you're coming from. And like I said earlier, I don't think he understands the dynamic. He does not understand the locker room dynamic. I'm not saying that everyone operates like that. We know that's not true. We know that everyone doesn't understand the culture in the locker room. But this is not something that's new.
I don't think that's the point, though. It's not that it's not new. It's that something got out that shouldn't have gotten out.
Right.
So now it's a free-for-all with how, because now it's public. And everybody in the public is just like everybody in private. Everybody has a different view, a different take.
Right.
But we all know in locker room culture, we can have a different view or a different take, but there's a code.
Right. Exactly.
And to me, this is about code breaking.
Exactly. That's exactly what
you know what I mean? It's not that players probably really want to go in on Martin. I think it's more about the code. I mean, it's like, I can't go in. It's like cops.
Right.
You know, one cop steals some dope, pulls over a drug dealer. One cop, you know, takes some of the dope and some of the money. The other cop like, hey, what the hell you doing? You know, I'm like, well, I'm gonna take some of this money. You don't want? No, I don't want it. But he doesn't go tell it.
Right.
He can't.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, I saw that movie. I think it was Training Day.
That's American.
Was that Training Day? American Gangster. Yeah. Whatever.
But it's exactly what you said. We're not saying that this should not have been addressed. It should not have been addressed publicly. That's the problem. That's where Incognito went wrong. I mean, that's where Martin went wrong.
I agree, yeah.
In terms of handling like a man. And handling like a man does not mean that you have to necessarily use your fist. Now, me personally, I think that it'll be handled in a much different manner from the way that Martin handled it. Doesn't mean that you have to beat the hell out of the guy, but it does mean that you need to sit down with him like a man and handle business, whatever that means. If it gets to that point, you know, whatever, I'm not endorsing that per se, but I'm saying that Martin should have been a man about this. He should have handled this behind closed doors. And then if it got to the point to where it wasn't addressed, you know, within the coaches and the general manager or whatever, then you take it to the next level. And I'll be frank, I think this is nothing but a precursor to some type of legal mumbo jumbo.
Well, I don't know that it was born from that, but it's gonna go there.
Right.
Yeah, because his folks around him, his lawyers, gonna make it go there. And to the guy who says, yeah, but this guy needs help. You know, we're talking about a disability, illness to this. But guess what? You could have still got treatment without doing it that way. Because teams lie all the time about medical conditions and issues with players. So what you do in that situation is you go to management and you tell them, look, I came to you guys about this. You didn't help me. So I'm going to help myself. And it's up to you to put the Olivia Pope spin on it, whatever the hell you want.
50-60% of the injury report is
scandal. Is scandal. Do what you do. But I'm out of here.
Right.
I'm going to get some help.
Right.
You need to work on Richie. And if y'all can't work on Richie, I don't know if I'm coming back. And you can spin that. Get Olivia Pope to spin that for you. You know what I'm saying? So, by the way, speaking of Olivia Pope, she walk around with football player babies in her belly. She's supposed to be pregnant from Nomni Alsenwa. They supposedly got married, but there's a website out there that, I forget what it's called, they track all of this stuff. I learned it from reading the Black Bible, a.k.a. 97.9 The Box, and Matt had a morning show. And according to the Black Bible, a.k.a. Matt had a morning show on 97.9 The Box, this website is saying that they can't find no records that, well, hell, she's Olivia Pope to me. What's her name? What's the girl's real name?
Kerry Washington.
Kerry Washington, yeah, Kerry Washington. Little Django gal.
Yeah.
But, Kerry, look, if you're going to go out and marry an NFL player, I know you pretty and you fine and all that, but don't be lying about it. If you married, say you married. If you're not married, we don't need...
Well, I think she was just trying to get rid of me.
That's scandalous. That's pretty damn scandalous.
I gotta get that damn HMW Big Walker away from me. I'm just gonna...
Did you just say you had HMW Big Walker?
That's what she said. I gotta get rid of HMW Big Walker. You know, it's a Twitter romance. So she had to get rid of me. So
you evil. You damn evil. Memo to the world. A little bit more from Angelo Lawford.
Twitter romance.
This is how Angelo Lawford takes this out. Romance. Memo to the world. No, this is Memo to the world operates like a locker room guy. If you think life is nothing more than keeping things in the house, that's you and me, and marching your way through it, I ain't marching, Angelo. I ain't doing no marching. I told y'all when Travion got killed. You're living a bad life. Get off my radio and TV with your misguided assessments of what it means to be a man. You suck at being one. I repeat. Get off my radio and TV with your misguided assessments of what it means to be a man. You suck at being one. He's saying if you are the guy who thinks that Jonathan Martin is anything other than a victim and deserves sympathy, you're an idiot. And that's what he believes. And I'm somewhere in the middle. Because my God, men we're something else.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, we're horrible.
Yeah,
I mean, if we find out our daughter kissed a girl, we're upset.
We go crazy, but
if we find out our son kissed a boy, he's out the family.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Men, we screwed up. We don't really know how to deal with certain types of things, especially if they go outside our moral male code, no matter how silly it may be. You know, no matter how, let's face it, no matter how silly it may be, and immature it may be for 40-year-old men, that's where we are.
Yep.
Folks, I think Jonathan Martin is a victim. I think Richie Incognito is a bad dude. I know a lot of bad dudes with good qualities in them. It doesn't disqualify you or exonerate you, exonerate the fact that you are a bad dude. You know, you can't be a deacon in church by day and a serial killer by night. You know, you got to find some level of consistency with who you're supposed to be. Folks, that's it. That's the cut. We appreciate you folks joining us. For Richard Big Walker, I'm Craig Shelton. We are the Creeps. We out of here. We'll see you next week.